Hi guys, Lupian here, and I just want to say Outriders has been an amazing ride so far. I got my hands on Outriders at the same time as you guys did, and I've been having a look at the game and I've spent quite a few hours in it now, and there are a few tips that I would have loved to have known when I started, just to make my game a bit easier. I know a lot of you would have been playing already, but these are just some things that I thought I should put out there. If you already know them, then great. If not, then at least you've learnt something. So let's jump into it. Firstly, just play the game. Don't worry about grinding or trying to get legendaries. They'll come more naturally late game, and trust me, when you're leveling, those legendaries are going to become obsolete very, very quickly. The only good thing about getting legendaries early is to try and fill out your tier 3 mods. Now that's great, and it's very useful to be able to put some of those mods on your epic gear, but it's really not as useful as it would sound to try and grind these out when you could just be playing the game. Learn what the game is about. Check out the world that we've got. Really just get into the game and have fun. Don't worry about grinding. As you progress through the world tiers, these higher quality gear, the legendaries, the epics will come naturally. You will get more and more of them as you go through the world tiers. So give it a go. Play the game through. Number 2. Play the side quests. While you're in that area of the map, find the side quests that are there and just give them a go. It'll open up more map area for you to be able to explore, and it will give you some information on the actual game itself, on what people are doing, why the factions are there. Some really good depth to a game that's already quite good. From what I've found as well, these items level with you, so if you don't need an upgrade in your items that you're carrying at the moment, just don't hand them in. When you need higher gear to be able to beat a certain boss or whatever, then go and hand your side quests in, and that way you'll be able to get items that are at a higher level. Number 3. Complete your hunt and wanted missions. Now when you get to Trench Town, you'll be able to find these 2 people. One will give you hunts, the little icon with a paw print, and the other one will give you wanted missions. These ones have a scope. As you come across these missions in-game, it's a really good idea to do them. Again, you don't want to hand them in until you need the gear level. The good thing about these missions is they give you different types of gear depending on which ones you do. The hunt ones will give you an option of 3 different armor pieces, and the wanted missions will give you a choice of 3 different weapons. When you're running low on weapon score, you want to upgrade your weapons a bit, go and hand in your wanted missions. If you want to get some new armor to be able to handle a little bit more damage, that's when you hand in your hunt missions. It can be very useful being able to choose specific types of gear that you get from these. And when you do complete all of them, you'll get a random legendary item drop with them. And once you have completed them all, you get the option to be able to do them all again. This will give you more options for epic gear, both weapons and armor, depending on which mission you finish, obviously. And when you complete them all again, you'll get another legendary drop. Again, it's random, you don't get to choose what legendary you get, but it will bolster your legendary gear. But again, you want to wait until later in the game, when you've leveled up a bit, to be able to get those legendaries. Number 4. Modify your weapons and armor. This is a big one for me. Early game, I thought, no, I'll wait until I've got some good gear that I want to keep, and then I'll start modifying it. But then I found, as I was going through the game, I'd have a really great bit of gear that I wanted to use that would take a mod off that I needed for my build. And so that's where I started modding my armor, and I haven't looked back. Guys, the resources for it are everywhere, so if you're worried about running out of them, don't worry. As long as you're breaking down your armor and getting those mods, you're never going to run out. Be careful when you are modifying your legendaries and epics, because they require titanium, which is a bit harder to find. But other than that, your iron and your leather, it's everywhere, so go for it. The iron that you get from breaking down weapons and harvesting off nodes, you use to level up your weapons. Your armor uses the leather, but you get plenty of that as you're killing the beasts around Enoch. So you get plenty of these materials. As for the mods, when you break down your weapons and armor, you get the mods that were on them. Make sure you're breaking down any gear that you haven't got that mod for yet. Now, with being able to craft your weapons and armor like this, you can really make a build early on that you enjoy playing, that works really well for your specific character. You may only be able to modify one of your mods on a piece of gear, but that can really make a big difference on what gear you choose. And if one piece of gear is lagging behind, you can always level it up from your crafting screen as well. Don't be afraid to use the resources that you've got, because there are lots of them around. And just remember to keep breaking down the items that you collect to get the mods and the resources that you require for this crafting. Number 5. Test all your abilities. Now there are 4 different classes, so have a look around, test them all out, give them a go and see which one you like the most. I'm pretty impartial to the Technomancer myself, but the other classes have surprised me with how much fun they are. I'll have a class breakdown video coming out later on, but when you're testing out those classes, get them to a decent enough level, test out their abilities. Once you find a class that you like, make sure you test all the abilities, because they combine very differently depending on how you're using them and what other abilities you're using with them. Remember, we've only got the choice of 3 that we can use at a time, so it can depend on what enemies you're fighting to what abilities you want to use as well. We can change them out at any given moment. Just remember to have fun with it, guys. Outriders is a game. It's designed to have fun. Get in there, test out different things that you like, try and find some teams that you can play with. The Outriders Discord channel is still going. I'll link it in the description down below. Just remember to enjoy yourself, and we'll catch you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like to let me know, and if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments section down below. What character do you prefer to play? What's your build? Have you got any items or mods that you really enjoy using? I really enjoy a lot of the Frost mods myself. If you want to see more videos like this on Outriders, then feel free to hit that subscribe button, and remember to hit that bell next to subscribe to be notified when I drop a new video. And guys, it's just great to be able to do this, so thanks for listening, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.